At the Air Force Arnold Engineering Development Center at Tullahoma, Tennessee, a total of 18 J-2 engine environmental restart verification tests were conducted this quarter. The tests simulated conditions such as orbit coast time and thermal environment of the first Saturn V flight vehicle during flight. Tests for the initial flight vehicle will be completed next quarter. Work on the second Saturn V flight instrument unit continued on schedule during the report period by the prime contractor IBM at its Huntsville facility. After installation of modification kits and partial retest, the second flight IU will be delivered to KSC early next quarter. Assembly operations on the third flight IU were completed early this quarter, and checkout is in progress. Checkout operations were interrupted in mid-February because of the partial retest of the second flight IU. Completion of checkout and shipment to KSC is expected during the next report period. Structural fabrication of the fourth flight IU has been finished, and component assembly is in process, with completion due next quarter. At Marshall's Mississippi Test Facility, construction activity is nearly complete. Early in the quarter, a test first stage was placed in the first stage test stand to prove the operational readiness of the stand. Stage, ground support equipment, and facility systems checkout have been completed, and the first firing is slated for early next quarter. The stand is scheduled to be completely operational by the middle of the year. With second stage static firings already underway and first stage firings about to begin, with construction virtually complete and test site facilities, including data processing, propellant handling, laboratories, and shops fully operational, the Mississippi Test Facility has started to assume its full role as a major resource in this nation's space program. In summary, despite the explosion and loss this quarter of a third stage due to helium sphere weld deficiencies, major milestones in the overall Saturn V program were achieved during the report period, with the first Saturn V flight vehicle now fully erected and pre-launch checkout operations underway. Full vehicle dynamic testing nearing completion, and final acceptance testing of the initial flight's second stage at the almost fully activated Mississippi Test Facility.